Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of
SigniaGlobe
Underground. And I'm your host, Amira,
And I'm your host, Gabriel.
and we are SigniaGlobe Financial. So I just want to remind you guys that we have our virtual green dot sale going on this week, and you have 2 more days to catch up on this, today and tomorrow, because it ends tomorrow at 4:30. Also, to view our virtual green dot sale, you have to go on our website at www.signiaglobe.com. While you're there, also remember to check out our Fun Day Fast. So today, our featured product is going to be about alternative energy loans. And we have a special guest in house. She's the manager of the corporate finance and stock brokerage team, Miss Aisha Maker. So let's welcome Aisha Maker to her first episode of SigniaGlobe Underground.
Welcome,
Aisha?
Aisha.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Good job. Everyone here, really, you guys are doing an excellent job. It's a pleasure to be on with you this evening. Thank you for joining us on IG, Facebook, and YouTube.
So Aisha's going to tell us all about alternative energy loans today.
Yes.
May I also say that we offer alternative energy loans for both residential and commercial. So, but today specifically, we'll be focusing on the commercial aspect of it.
Yes.
So, Aisha, can you start by telling us what are alternative energy loans?
Very great question, Amira. Alternative energy loans, whenever you hear the term alternative energy, what does that really mean? Alternative energy just basically means using a different source of power to do the same thing. Just like back in the day when you had windmills crushed sugar cane, and those were replaced by electronic devices where you just plug it in to do the same thing. It's just the same concept. Right now, what we are doing is instead of paying big money on the market to import fuel, we are actually switching that fuel that powers our homes, electricity, and we are doing alternative energy through lamp, through solar, through wind, and through biomass. Right? So we're just switching it up a little bit. The best thing about alternative energy loans for us is a person can invest in any type of solar panel project. You do not have to know how to do this. There are no barriers to entry. So individuals and businesses alike are coming to SigniaGlobe for alternative energy loans. I'm not sure if you've ever seen the solar farm that is behind Esteban School. There's also a solar farm that is by the Willie Gymnasium, a small one that's kind of right opposite the Aquatic Center. And if you know about the bigger one that we have in Trent St. Lucie, well, why are people doing this? I'll tell you. In a very long story short, the government of Barbados is tired of spending their precious foreign exchange reserves to import oil to make electricity. The market is so volatile. 1 minute the price of a barrel of oil is $50, and the next minute it is $100. We don't have that kind of US dollars to waste. So let's make it self-sufficient. And you know what? Let's do it by 2030. So they have this initiative to make Barbados more self-sufficient. So what do? You set up some solar panels, whether it's on your roof or whether it's on the ground. You get some solar panels to capture that energy. You get some inverters to convert it from solar to electricity. And then you get some equipment to connect it to the national grid by the Barbados Living Power. And it gets even sweeter. The Fair Trade Commission actually pays you a set amount of money, guaranteed for the next 20 years. So where can you get a return like that is guaranteed for 20 years? Why do people come to SigniaGlobe? Because we do electric vehicles. Instead of paying $500 and $600 in gas now, people are charging their cars to $200 a month. And instead of having a light bill, you can install a solar system and reduce that light bill or eliminate it altogether, and you can actually make some extra money from it. It makes sense. If you don't have the money, that's where we come in. You can get an alternative energy loan from SigniaGlobe.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Aisha.
sure.
Thank
Thank you very much
you.
for that. That
That
is
was-
sounding very interesting.
I'm very detailed.
Yeah, that's correct. But you know, customer, a potential customer may be wondering, everything is sounding nice and dandy and sweet,
Yes.
but we still want to know the terms and interest rate and that kind of stuff, you know?
Definitely. I would ask the same questions if it were me on the other side. We have a very attractive interest rate of 5% for corporate loans. If your roof is doing nothing besides letting the rain wet it, sun, and recently volcanic ash, paint it out with some panels, and we will help you do that. 5% is a very competitive rate on the market. But don't take my word for it. Come to SigniaGlobe and let us help you get it done. One other thing though that puts us ahead of the competition is that you can actually get up to a year of paying only interest while your system starts to generate some money. And if your system makes more than you want to pay back, listen, you can put any amount over in excess of your monthly payment into our loans. Payment penalties. If you do not believe me, try it. Let's go.
Okay, I'm looking at you. You said no penalties, so not play football.
No, Mr. Renal.
But okay, people may be wondering as well, what do we need to bring in to receive alternative energy loan?
Yes, for my corporate customers, first of all, we must know that you are a company. If you're a registered company, we have to see your certificate of registration and your application for registration. If you're incorporated, who are your directors? Let's get their IDs and their proof of address. Let's see your financial statements. Because you want to make sure that you can actually pay the interest before your system starts to generate some money. And most of all, you need to get your alternative energy proposal. Plenty of installers that we use. We use Energen. We use Energy Renewable. Williams Solar. We use Mira. We use SolarWatt. We use most of the renewable energy installers, and they are actually the ones who are going to give you an assessment, let you know how big your system is, let us know how much it will cost, and then you will bring that to us and we will evaluate it.
Okay, are there any more examples you can give based on this as well?
Well, yes, definitely. We have persons who have what we call hybrid systems. In other words, they can put their solar panels on the roof, and then they may have some space in the backyard that they don't necessarily use, so they have what we call a hybrid system. It makes so much sense. When the sun comes out, you do not need to do anything else. Once you're connected to the grid, you are going to make some money. So we have plenty of options for you. It don't make sense saying no, these no more, there are no temperature checks needed, there are no sanitizing needed, social distancing needed. You're not going to find returns like this anywhere else. So why not get involved in solar energy today?
Okay, so we're looking from the view of both one person and also looking at you for a company as well.
That's
So
right.
what about a company knows to say to themselves, well, I want to invest in this as well. How would this benefit us specifically as a company?
Yes. Okay, so when you have a system, let's just say you have $200,000. You borrow $200,000 from Signia, and your system makes about $5,000. When you do your repayment over 10 years, it's only about $2,000 or so, So you actually have an extra $3,000 that you can do to supplement your income. And not only that, you can actually make further investments from your system depending on what you have available. So for a company, it just makes so much sense. Yeah.
Wow, that was indeed a lot for alternative energy loans. So now you know what alternative energy loans are, our interest rates, the benefits of it.
Yes.
Let me tell you a bit of how you can go and access these alternative energy loans. So again, we direct you to our website at www.SigniaGlobe.com. You're going to select the finance tab, select the corporate finance, and then you scroll down to the bottom and you're going to book an appointment. So there you're going to populate the fields with your name, your address, a little message saying what you're inquiring about. You're going to select your preferred time, your preferred location, whether it be Shirley House or Stanley, your preferred date, and then you're going to submit. And then one of our officers will get back to you about your inquiry. So that's how you can go about booking an appointment for alternative energy loans. Okay. So do you have any questions? I know it was a lot to take in, so I'm sure we have like hundreds of questions already.
Excellent, sure.
So you should here to ask all the questions that you need to ask.
Our first question is from our weekly viewer.
Yeah.
Juicy Orange.
Yes.
Juicy Orange would like to know, is 5% for commercial or residential loans?
Yeah, we're gonna do residential next week, but that's 5.50% for residential and 5% for corporate. And the reason why we have the difference is because corporate usually goes anywhere up between $2 million and stuff, so the rate is just a little different than residential. Residential can go up to $150,000 maximum, and we will usually take a bill of sale on panels as security, but our representative next week will tell you a little bit more about that as well.
Okay. Another question.
Yes.
Karaoke 246 will let you know how you could get one of these shirts.
Karaoke, you have to come and sing at one of our events, sir. Man, whoever you are. And you will get to a great picture.
Any questions on Facebook?
So while we wait for other incoming questions, I just want to remind you guys again to go to our website to book an appointment to find out about our alternative energy loans. Also, while you're there, remember to check out our virtual pre-doc sale, which ends tomorrow at 4:30 sharp. And also remember our funded fast promotion we have, where you can qualify for a loan between $5,000 to $15,000 unsecured.
Yes. That's right. Good
Karaoke 246
Yes.
also asks
Yes,
if
karaoke.
insurance is offered.
Insurance is, no, because SigniaGlobe does not do insurance, but we can finance the insurance as well for you. Most of the companies now are doing insurance as standalone policies if you have a solar farm, or if it's going to be on your roof, they will add it on to your existing insurance policy. So we can finance the premiums, but we don't actually offer insurance.
Are there any more questions?
There's a question from Juicy Orange again. If you had a loan about $80,000, what would the monthly payment be approximately? They could chat to me.
Yes, we actually have a loan calculator available on our website. So you can put that $80,000 in a loan calculator. Just know that if it's residential, it's 5.5%, and you can go as high as 8 years. So that will give you that monthly payment right there and then, and you can modify it depending on how you want it: 7 years, 6 years, 5 years, or you can reduce the amount. But once you have the interest rate and you know the time period, you can basically modify it to suit your situation. Yes.
And they can also get assistance on CD chat as well.
Yes, and City Chat is like from 8 to 4:30. You get some assistance from someone there as well.
Okay. So we're not actually going to do questions today for our giveaways. What we want to do, we want to encourage you to share our video. To the video today, we want you to share it and tag SigniaGlobe. And then do the hashtag SigniaGlobe on the gram. We're going to select 3 random winners and we're going to announce them on our next episode next week. So again, we want you to share the video, today's video, tag SigniaGlobe, do the hashtag SigniaGlobe on the gram, and we will select 3 random winners for next week's episode. So,
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much for joining us for this session, and we hope to see you all next week. And remember to always
Think outside the bag. Bye. Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen,